Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm that Opal guy, and today I have stone number 216 of my Opal journey. Now, as you can see, this stone has a bluish purplish tint to it. It's a dark crystal and it's fairly clean. I couldn't really see any inclusions in this when I looked through a flashlight. So after examining this thing, I decided I'm going to cut it here because just the shape, that little valley, I think I can get two stones and maximize the dome off of the larger piece. So I went ahead and cut it, and I've done a little shaping at this point just to see if the color patterns were going to be any different. But let's continue this process. So you can see there, after I cut and shaped the rough pieces, I dopped it up and continued to work out the shape. There's still cutting marks here at this stage, but that's to be expected. I was just working on the 600 at this point, and that is a 600 Nova grit. So now we are ready to polish these things. They're looking pretty good at this stage. And basically, for both pieces, I stopped after the 1200 grit Nova. I'm not sure it's really worth doing anything higher than that, particularly for a stone that is not super colorful. You can see how small piece B is here in this picture. It's basically a toothpick as a dopstick. Sadly, the sand in the bigger piece there, right after I'd shaped them, went fairly deep, so I had to take a fair amount of the dome off to get it out. But that led to something interesting here later, and you'll see. Just wait. those of you who got a little too excited with the color and pattern in the microscope section. Okay, so here is where the sand was in the face of the larger piece. I got rid of the sand, but this tiny little tunnel remained. I assume that's filled with sand. You can see it here on the upper left portion of the stone. And if you go back through the video, you can easily see it if you know what to look for. But it's just probably a little line of sand down into the stone. It's something I'd never really seen before. Kind of cool, kind of weird. And so here we have with the finished stones. The good, well, they're both opals. That's good. They both have a nice shape. One has a medium to high dome, the other has a medium dome, and there is some color. And it's dark crystal. Now for the bad, the color is weak. Very little color, a little disappointing. The shape is slightly wonk on the big stone, and there's the inclusion in that smaller stone. And for the ugly, nothing! So at the end of the day, what did I get for my $1.18 opal? Well, I got 2 stones with 1.15 carats total. So, you know, that's a little over a third of their original weight. It's a very cool looking stone. What is it worth? Well, ultimately, it's worth whatever anybody will pay for it. My idea is that someone just getting into making their own jewelry could buy it and set it in a pendant or ring. And I don't know, it's worth maybe $5, $10. What do you think? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this show of my opal journey for stone 216. And I hope you'll tune in again next time. And I will see you very soon. Thanks for watching.